Alright, what's up YouTube? I was looking back through my videos. I forgot about this one here. I have so many videos that I haven't posted that have like clear cut, like obvious to me gang stalking. I mean, okay, I don't have proof, obviously. No, there is no proof, doesn't exist. Okay, it's all speculation because it's all plausible deniability. But it's situations where there's no explanation at all, and you can't even offer a possible explanation that would make sense for what these people were doing, right? Then you can't deny all the little things. Like, there's too many little things. All right, so I'm going to show you this here. Pay attention. I just noticed this actually watching it back. I remember the video, and there was a certain red car, right, that did something that was unmistakable, undeniable, right? This undeniable evidence. But whenever I went to watch it back, I noticed it, and this is important too. So watch, you're going to see, while I'm sitting at this red light, you're going to see these two cars here. Watch, right, ready? Okay, see that one? And then right after that, that one right there. See that? That red Impala right there. See? So, again, let's watch it. I vow that the targeted individual community, you got that one, that we took a vote and we changed the name, and you got that one. Name, clearly a red Impala, right? Perpetrators to Karen. So, let's just, we can just watch it. I'm not sure what, hold on a second. We'll do this. No, I didn't want that. I just want that one. There we go. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Now, anyway. Why is this thing so big? I can't ever get rid of it. There we go. Okay. Now, we're just going to watch it. Because we'll get a whole lot more, more views, you know what I mean? We'll get a lot more exposure on the internet. Look at that Jeep. Jeep. We'll get a whole lot more exposure on the internet if you know, we start calling all the perps Karens. Because Karens is that is a viral online fucking phenomenon, right? Where do they come from? Where do these Karens come from? Okay, wait. Now, is that the car right there that just drove past? I don't know that that's it. I don't think that's it. Come from? Where do these Karens come from? No, that's not it. Right? What is the... There they are. See this? Both the vehicles, okay? That just passed right in front of me right when I was at the intersection. Here they are. They're both sitting right here, right? What is the mind process? The mind, you know, the thinking process of a Karen? What do they... We gotta delve into this, you know? Like, what are the patterns? What are the common environmental, what are all the things that make a Karen, you know? I think I got it figured out. They're spoiled brats, you know? That's pretty much it. They're spoiled brats. They never got told no. Are you serious? I got fucking... I seen up ahead here. I don't know what it is. If it's a... Hey, maybe it's an actual emergency. Who knows? Could be an actual emergency, but I see... off in the distance up here, I seen fire, you know, like emergency lights. And then I look at my rear view mirror, and there's a fire truck with its emergency lights behind me, in front of me and behind me. I'm telling you, they make sure you can't miss it, right? Now, boom, right there is that car already. Now, you saw it, what was it, like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, maybe at the most. It passed me at the intersection, right when I got to the intersection, right? That white car. And then the red car behind it. But the white car pulled in first, and the red car pulled in front of that, okay, right where I was gonna be, where I was going, okay, and I said it out loud where I was going, so they would have known I was going here, right, ahead of time, if they can hear what I'm doing on my cell phone, so pay attention. They didn't have much time, did they? They pulled in, and they clearly didn't get out of their vehicle yet. They were sitting in their vehicle with their brake lights on whenever I drove up past them. Pretty sure. Let me go back and look here. Yep, brake lights on. See that? So that means they're in their car, foot on the brake, both of them. So both people are in those vehicles with their foot on the brake, okay? So then you got, let's see, how much time passed there? 2:23, okay. And right there, is that it? No. Right there. So a minute. So what could they have done in a minute? It's raining out. Could they have got out of the car, crossed the road, went into the store? Because that's the only thing that's open, is the store that I'm in front of. Do you actually think they would have done all that, right? And got back in their car in time just to pull out. Oh, and look at that. Then there's the red car right behind it, right? Now watch this. On a limb here and say all this traffic that you see right in front of me. Oh, I wanted to point one other thing out too. You see this other vehicle right there? That one that just pulled in right there. See that one? It pulls in right there. Now, I missed this the first time around. Actually, this is the first time I'm watching it back. I didn't realize somebody was sitting in that car the entire time. So watch what happens. Watch the red car and then that car that just pulled in. Watch. Me in a red car, right? Can't fucking miss it. And I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say all this traffic that you see right in front of me, right? Like, come on, they were just behind me. They pulled out from behind me in a red car, right? They pulled out behind me just to pull back in front of me. That red car was just behind me. They pulled right up there in front of me and park in a red car. Come on, dude. This is fucking... It's funny. It's fucking hilarious to me. Like, where's all this traffic coming from on a fucking Sunday evening? Right? A lot of traffic for Sunday night. There's your fire truck. No lights on, but they had... I don't know what the fuck they were doing. But I had them behind me. I had them in front of me here. And it's like I can't go anywhere without fucking seeing the fireman or fire truck. The video I made right before this had the... Now, tell me that was that white car again. I just seen it. We seen it make a left, right? And then it was very shortly after that. Watch. If I rewind this here. Okay. The white car makes a left, right? And you see that. Now, shortly after that, it's going to come back around. Watch. Very shortly after that. That's not it there. No. Right there. I think that's it. Wait. Yeah, that's it right there. Look. It already came back. Now watch. This is fucking... It's funny. Right here. It's fucking hilarious to me. Like, where's all this traffic coming from on a fucking... Right there. See it? Did you see it there? Sunday evening. Right? It just turned and went that way. A lot of traffic for Sunday night. There's your fire truck. No lights on, but they had... I don't know what the fuck they were doing. So I'm not sure what it did,
I had them behind me. I had them in front of me here.
Watch, it must have turned around already. Just watch.
Yeah, it's like I can't go anywhere without fucking seeing the fireman or fire truck.
Boom, right there it is again already. So it made the left, then turned around, then came back around, then up to the intersection, made the left again, heading straight ahead there, and then turned around real quick and then came back again already.
The video I made right before this had
3 times in less than a minute.
Fireman's fucking license plates on the back, and that was down by the pub. So if they had a call and they were supposed to be doing something up that way, up by the apartments, why did I see somebody, the fireman, parked alongside the road, waiting, like right in front of me, just waiting there, right in front of where I'm at? Shouldn't they have been on that call? Whatever it was. I bet you if I look it up, there's no call.
Now, I was referring to, right before this, I had done a video, and there was a vehicle just parked on the side of the road, running with the brake lights on, for no reason at all that I could tell. Not even in front of a house or at an intersection, and it just so happened to have the Firemen's Association license plate on it. And that's what I was talking about. That was to the left on that side of town, way down that way. So why did I have a fire truck behind me at the fire station? One way up ahead, about a quarter mile up ahead, with their lights on, and then somebody in the Firemen's Association with a car running down by the pub. Shouldn't they have been on the call? Like, it didn't make any sense.
Meanwhile, this is, they're just using us for different reasons, like for experimental purposes. Try out their new toys, their new technology, and to train new people, right? I mean, clearly, this is not normal, right? Clearly, like I said, when I came up here, now they would know where I'm going, right? If they had my phone hacked or they know everything, right? So they would know where I was going to be. So this red car would have been sitting right here. They were right behind me. It would have been sitting there already, right? Waiting for me to get here. Like this one headlight coming down the street, you know? It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking raining out, you know? But this red car pulls out from behind me after I pull in. They pull out from behind me just to pull up there in front of me and sit there. They're just sitting there. That's it. They're just sitting there. Look. You know what I mean? They're just sitting there. We're just gonna sit here all day.
Now I get it that I'm sitting here too, but
how long's it been now?
I mean, are they
good 5-6 minutes, right? They've just been sitting there.
Are they filming gang stalking? Because I have a purpose of why I'm sitting there.
They won't move. They're not moving. They're fucking gang stalkers. They're not gonna move. Their job is to sit there in front of me and be right in front of me wherever I'm at. You know, that's their job. Gang stalkers. Karens. Got your Karens here. Have you had your daily dose of Karens? Oh, look at that license plate. That's weird, isn't it? It's a strange license plate. I don't know what it is. What does that say?
Dealer plates.
I don't fucking know what that means. Something different there, that's for sure. Look, it's not even on the. It's not even where the license plate goes. It's on the tailgate. Dealer plates. That's what it is. They're fucking dealer plates. That's another one I see everywhere. Dealer plates. That's why it's up there. It's got magnets on it. Oh look, the red car's still there. Nobody got out. And these ones here, I fucking.
There's the white one again.
3 times now, just since I've been out.
It's actually the 4th time now.
Oh,
now
look.
Check this out.
What are they doing?
Nah.
Oh, they're gonna. Really? They didn't even have their turn signal on. How the fuck did you know to let them out? Seriously. How would you know to let them out like that?
Did you see that? They stopped after the intersection to let that
I mean,
car
you
out.
can't make this shit up.
And that car was
That car was sitting there for how long, right? How long were they sitting there? And this other car comes through the red light and stops to let them out. I'm gonna have to look back at the video. I didn't see a turn signal.
Nope, there was none.
How would they know to let that car out? And it also happened to be somebody who had one of these license plates that I talk about in, in the patterns, right? So, I mean, what more do you want, people? We can do this all fucking day. I don't want to. But it is, nothing else, it's entertaining. It's fucking weird, it's entertaining, these people are fucking goofy as fuck. It's sad. I mean, it is sad. I don't know. I'm like speechless.
The best is yet to come.
I would never, I repeat, never want to harm myself or others at all, right? But then again, I've never been a perp. I've never been one of these weird people. So, trying to put myself in their shoes, I don't know. I mean, if I were them, I might think about, ending myself, because that is one sad existence, one pitiful fucking life to live, right? Think about it. How would you like your life to be dictated by what targeted patent does, right? Your life revolves around targeted patent. You have to do everything that you do is based on what targeted patent does, and he knows it, and he says it out loud, and you know it, right? You know it's true too. Look at that fireman. What do you know? That's how everybody downtown here is fireman. He was talking to his hand too. I see these people all talking to their hand for some reason. But yeah, so what would you do if you're a perp? You know that your life sucks and you have to revolve your life around what targeted patent does. And he knows it and he says it out loud, and you can't even say it. You have to keep it a secret. Right? He's telling everybody.
There it is again, look.
And there's nothing you can do about it. Except for make up lies and shit, and then
they're
hate yourself
signaling
even more.
They're signaling that other car, right?
That's got to be one of the saddest, pathetic existences I can even imagine.
Now, you noticed this other car's been here the entire time too. It pulled in before the other one was there, right? It's been there the entire time.
And that's worse than anything I can imagine. Like I would rather be a homeless fucking drug addict with nothing to my name and nothing to look forward to than to be that. Than to have to live their life and do what they're doing. And I truly, and I'm not even exaggerating, I'm not embellishing when I say that I truly feel bad for these people. I really, really do.
I think this guy heard me. I think he could hear what I was saying, because watch what he does.
I pray to God. I really pray to God, whatever God is. I pray to God that they can find some kind of peace and happiness in their life, because they certainly aren't getting it from what they're doing. I can't imagine how this would make anybody happy. How would somebody get any kind of satisfaction or happiness out of revolving their life around what I do? It's fucking weird. It's just sad. That's high being me. I don't care. You think you hurt my feelings? Oh no, they shine their high beams at me. Whatever should I do? What am I gonna do? They're driving around my block and high beaming me and honking their horns. Oh no! It's funny. It's fucking funny. It's even funnier whenever they get so mad and then they try to attack your character and they just don't get it. Like, nobody cares. You know what I mean? Nobody cares. Why the fuck would I care? You can attack my character all you want. I don't care. I just feel worse for you when you do it. Like really, really bad. Like my brother puts it online. He puts a video online of me admitting to knocking his teeth out. And he thinks that that's like, Ed, don't you get it? You're giving people stuff to laugh at you, dude. They're laughing at you. And you give it to them. You're like, here, look at this. And then you put the whole fucking Karen video on. Look at that car. Look at that. You see that? They sat there for how long? And then they fucking took off. And flew like a bat out of hell.
Triggered. Somebody say triggered?
Wow, what a bunch of weirdos, man. What the fuck was that guy doing? I didn't even know he was in the car. Maybe they're listening to me right now. They're getting mad, right? And he wanted to show me that he was mad, so he's going to rev his engine. Let me blow up my car. I'll teach you a lesson. I'll blow up my car. Fucking weirdos. Destroy my transmission. You really showed me, buddy. Let me tell you. I learned my lesson. I'll never say anything bad about you fucking weird Karen perps again. I don't want you to break your car. Then what? Then you wouldn't be able to stalk and harass me anymore. That would be such a shame, right? Okay, now they're gone. They're all gone. It's like, where did all that traffic come from? Where was that? What was that all about? Now we're looking back. It's like almost normal now. Almost. Then they have to regroup, right? They'll have to regroup and come back around. And don't run the red light or anything, buddy. And it's so easy to pick out who they are. It's a small town. You know, you can only stalk and harass somebody with a bunch of vehicles so many times before they start to see the patterns and who all is doing it. You know, it's not everybody. It's not everybody out to get me. Everybody's not following me around, harassing me. Just some people. Just a small group of people. It gives the impression that it's a lot of that it's everybody, you know, but it's not at all. You know, and they want to try to say that, oh, we're crazy. That all my neighbors are involved. No, all my neighbors are involved. Yeah, all my neighbors are absolutely involved in it. They've admitted shit to me. My neighbor told me, he admitted to me when I asked the right questions. He couldn't really give me a straight answer, but he did allude to the source of the information, the disinformation. The source of the disinformation, according to my neighbor, is the Dollar General store. The Dollar General store. That's where the lies and all the smear campaigns originate. Now, that's funny to me. That's very funny. Who works at the Dollar General store? Oh, what do you know? Kimmy works at the Dollar General store. Kimmy, which is my brother's old lady. The patent Karen herself. The patent Karen of all Karens. The Facebook guru, right? Just so happens that her first cousin is the counselor at the Cambria County Prison. Yeah, isn't that something? Isn't that funny? All these little connections and these patterns you can put together. She also has family that works for the CYS, Children and Youth Services, which is like CPS. Yep. I learned that one years ago and called them out on it, and I never had another problem with CYS again, ever.
That fucking car again.
Because what are the odds, right? The last name Mushkin. You don't hear that name Mushkit very often. Mushkit. Mushkat. It's like Russian or something. I don't fucking know. Hey, look, here's that car again. He just drove past me. Let's just drive around the block over and over again. But Mushkit, right? Spelled Moshgat. Like Moshgat. But it's pronounced Mushkit. Yeah, what are the odds that there's somebody at Children and Youth Services with the same exact last name and spelling, right? And whenever you learn this and you ask the right questions and you call the person out, because you get CYS called on you, and with a bunch of lies, right? This is years ago. Then you call them out, and then you get faced with no answers. People get mad at you for asking the questions, but no answers. The only answer I got was Kimmy then, for some reason, some unknown reason, reached out and let us know, when I was with my wife, let us know that she's not related to anybody at the CYS office. Really? Why did you feel the need to tell me that, Kim? Because I didn't say anything. You gave yourself away, you retard. Oh, you're not related to anybody at CYS, but somehow you knew that we were inquiring about that to CYS. How did you know that I got a hold of CYS and asked if the mushkit that worked there is related to Kimmy at all? How did you know that, Kimmy? Don't you think about these things before you come out and tell on yourself, weirdo? So after that happened years ago, never had another problem with CYS again. Ever. And I mean, there's been situations where I would, people who are mandatory callers, and they were supposed to call by law. Hey, look at that personalized plate. Isn't that something? People were mandated to call CYS by law. Like the chief of police. Oh yeah. A couple of situations where he was mandated to call CYS. And when I asked him the question, because I asked the right questions, and he said, well, I mean, I could call, but it's going to be on you. I said, well, no shit, Sherlock. I did my research already, and I looked up the situation and learned that situation absolutely qualified as a mandated call, where he is, by law, mandated to call CYS to report a certain situation. If not, he is subject to criminal charges. Criminal charges, because he's a mandated caller. And I asked him about this, and he still says, well, I'd be calling on you if I called. And then to which I said, I know, but also I'm talking about the people that bought my daughter alcohol, their kids. They left my daughter and her 14-year-old friends with alcohol alone with their young children for hours. So I'm talking about their kids. I said, do I call about that, or do you call, or how's that work? Should I call and report it, or do you have to call and report that? I said, And you know what his answer was? Oh, I don't get involved in family matters. I don't get involved in family matters. You're the chief of police. You're a mandated caller. But yet you don't get involved in family matters. I said, oh, okay. And then, I proceeded to ask him about my assault, where I was assaulted while on the phone with 911. Yeah. I then asked him, I said, do you need to get your own pictures, or can you use mine? Because I took pictures of my bruises myself, because I know you need some evidence, right? I said, but do you have to take your own pictures, or how's that work, And his answer was, oh, I already charged him with harassment the next day. To which was a lie. He lied. That was a lie. He didn't charge him with harassment at all. Nobody took my statement. He just lied to me. So you see what I'm talking about? I could get assaulted while on the phone with 911, and I can address this stuff with the chief of police. I can even ask him on the phone after trying to get a hold of him for 3 days. And the only reason he got back to me was because I told the school about it. And then magically an hour later, he calls me. Somehow, just crazy coincidence. He found out or he just miraculously, coincidentally, calls me 3 days later after ignoring me for 3 days, an hour after I called the school. Right? You're gonna tell me that's a coincidence? Come on, fucking people. Wake the fuck up. So yeah, then he sits here and denies it all. He doesn't deny it all. He just lies to me, explaining it all away. But what he doesn't realize is I already know the answer, the true answer. I know what the right answer is. That's why I asked the questions that I did. And he took the bait. He made the stupid decision to lie to me. So there, he didn't call when he was supposed to call CYS. On not only me, but some small children, right, who were absolutely in harm's way with the parents that they had. I mean, if you knew all the shit that these parents were putting these fucking kids through, you'd be appalled. And to know that the chief of police is complicit in this, and he's knowingly allowing this to go on, right? And he's complicit, allows all of this to go on. You know, and I had, like I said, I fucking held his feet to the fire and even asked him specific questions because I knew that he was what his job was. I knew what he was supposed to do in his job. And I asked those questions. And he lied. He fucking boldface lied to me. And he fucking didn't do his job. Plain and simple. And this is already after years of false police reports, lying through his teeth, pedophile protecting, right? That's what this fucker does. That's what our chief of police is, right? And guess what? He's still the chief of police to this day. Yeah, sure. I'm sure he's you know, he's a good guy to some people. I'm sure he is. He's corrupt. Of course he is. But I can't get away with trying to drive to work and take care of my kids with a suspended driver's license. He fucking tricks me and lied to me and told me he wouldn't pull me over going to work. You know, man to man, he said. And then he waited until it would have been the worst possible situation for me. And then he fucking pulled me over going to work. He waited. He tricked me and did that and waited. And so I had to go to jail for 2 months for driving under suspension, for trying to go to work and support my kids. And you know what my license was suspended for? For failure to pay fines and costs that I got from this asshole. Like, he has spent years trying to destroy my life. And he's told me to my face that he was going to do this too. He said he was going to do everything in his power to make sure I go to jail for as long as he could possibly do. Right? He told me this to my face. I don't know if that's not the definition of a fucking corrupt piece of shit cop, I don't know what is. Right? If that's not a fucking legitimate motive, you know what I mean, for these people to do this fucking shit, I don't know what to tell you. You know? Like, I have, if people would call me fake or something, no, I absolutely have a very legitimate fucking motive that I can articulate to you, I can tell you, I can prove it to you. I can show you the false police report that he filed and the proof that shows that it's a lie. I can show you all this. And it still exists to this day. There's so many, not just one time, 2 times, 3 times, several over the years of this fucking cop. It is a pattern with him. Somebody who will go out of their way to break the law to try to destroy the life of somebody who has kids, who's a single dad with 2 kids, should not be a cop, let alone the chief of police. Right? And you know what? He has 5 kids himself. 5 kids. That's what just blows my mind. I don't understand that one. I'll never understand that. The man has 5 kids of his own. He's risking his family. He's risking his whole family when he does this shit. It doesn't make any sense to me. Because he comes off as being a somewhat intelligent person. I'll give him that. He does seem like he's somewhat intelligent. That's why it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense to me at all. I've told this story a dozen times. I'll probably tell it another dozen times. So, you know, if you're curious about this, go back and watch my videos. I mean, this all started out for me. Looking back at it, obviously it all started out in 2013, 2012, 2013, when me and my ex-wife split up. Obviously, she was involved in it. Her dad has been a prison guard for most of his life, right? Works in the Department of Corrections at the state prison. And all the people in this town that are doing this to me are all prison guards, firemen, first responders, right? They're all in that same fucking group. It's not hard to see. And then when you find other people, you learn what's going on. And then you see other people that are claiming the same thing, that they're being harassed and followed around by firemen and ambulances, right? Enough that they can confidently say, these are the people doing it. These are the people doing it. I called the fucking DA's office. I don't know if she was pretending or what, but she seemed to believe me 100% and tells me to call the state police to report it. And I call the state police and they play a fucking game back and forth. The guy lies to me on the phone, called himself Trooper, what the hell was his last name? Trooper something. And he told me no, call them back. Trooper. So I called them back and tell them what Trooper so-and-so said, and they laughed on the phone. They said, what? He's not a trooper. He's a dispatcher. And they laughed and scoffed at it. He answered the phone as a trooper. So he lied, misrepresented himself as a trooper when all he was the dispatch. He was not a trooper. They made that clear to me. They said he's not a trooper as they laughed at it. They fucking laughed. Oh, here's Jess. Yeah. When I drove past, Jess, she's the local bar slut. Fucking whore. Jess Foster. She was standing in the rain, mind you, in the rain. She lives a half a block away, right behind me. She lives right behind me. It's just right down there. She lives right down there. She was standing in the rain when I drove past at the beginning of this video. So yeah, of course, there she is. She's gonna pull right in front of me to go to the store that she lives a half a block away from. Right. That makes a lot of sense, right? It makes total sense. Some people are just that lazy, I guess. They're gonna fucking drive a half a block to go to the store. Fucking weirdos. What do you do? My ears are ringing. So be good or be good at it. Peace out.
So, I mean, I forgot about all that. This is obviously a number of things that were pretty clear to me anyway. I think it's pretty clear to anybody that was weird, right? That those cars, hell, that white SUV probably had to drive past me, half a dozen times? I also noticed the one white truck drove by me 3 or 4 different times. Another white truck a couple times. If I watch this back a couple times, I could point out these vehicles in several times. All these people were just driving around town over and over again. And then the only other vehicles there just park and never get out of their car. And then the one guy just fucking steps on it and takes off like an idiot, like a retard. And then of course I explain the story, why these people would do this to me, or why somebody would stand to gain from discrediting me, right? Like his entire pension would be on the line. I would think that's a pretty good enough motivation to discredit a person or even try to kill them, right? I think that was Dillhole's initiation. That they were going to use, that was his initiation, I believe, was him taking me out. And it didn't work, and now he's gone. What do you know? Everybody that's come against me is something bad has happened to them through, whatever, just karma and call it an act of God. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. It's too many coincidences for one person. And this is every day of my life. Anywhere I get, like, all this shit I could point out to you. It's not persecutory delusions. It's not patterns where no patterns exist, right? It's any fucking idiot could point this shit out to you. You know, fucking kindergartner could point this shit out to you. He could paint you a fucking picture with his fingers, finger paint, a picture, and you'd be able to make out what's going on. It's just, so what am I missing, right? I just think that my voice can't be heard, right? That the main factor here is their ability to control the flow of information. So I think that I'm speaking out, right? I think that I'm speaking out and that people are hearing my story. But I suspect that the only people hearing it are my gang stalkers, and they make sure of that. They make sure that nobody else hears it because they have, I suspect that they have my devices, and any online activity, they can just make it look like I am getting it out there. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, it's not. You know what I mean? It's like a fake. It's like a fucking fake internet. Like, my whole internet is fake. It's not even what the normal person is receiving. It's complete control of information. So, and I do believe that 100%. I just haven't, pulled the trigger yet, so to speak. I have a plan, believe me, a very good plan to do this all at one time and get this out so that the whole story is right there, all done. The last couple years, last 3 years, all the shit is all in one place. And then whenever it goes, it's going to go everywhere. I'm going to make accounts on fucking Instagram, TikTok, fucking Twitter, Truth Social. What's all the other ones there? There's a bunch of them, but I'm going to make sure that I'm sharing as much as possible, as often as possible, to as many people as possible, all of everything that I've been doing for the last fucking 2 years, 3 years. And I'm going to make sure that you can't ignore, you can't miss it. You can't possibly miss it. Because there are good people, and there's enough good people that is, as long as they, are aware of it, I believe that something will get done. But that's the key, right? How can you fix a problem if you're not aware that the problem exists? So, stay tuned. Until then, be good or be good at it. Peace out.